Heat number one of this Golden Jubilee World Championship final at a packed Wembley Stadium. Right away we have three of the really serious contenders for this crown in heat number one. On the inside, wearing the red helmet colour, Malcolm Simmons, the England captain, pool number one. Next to him from the United States of America, Scott Autry, probably the most improved rider in World Speedway this year, a very, very real threat to this crown. And in grid three is going to be Anders Michenek, the former champion in 1974, who will be spearheading the Scandinavian challenge for the title. Scott Autry, big fan following in the West Country from Bellflower, California. We've seen him on ITV several times this year. Started the season winning the Daily Express Spring Classic, and here he is in this World Final, looking to become the second American world champion. It's Michenek indeed who has some trouble here, holding up the start of heat one. Tension building up, tremendous crowd here, an absolute sellout, and really you can already put your hand out and just about touch the atmosphere. Still more trouble from Michenek, and Michenek is having awful trouble with his machinery. He's calling for a spare bike, and I wonder if he really has got trouble or if he's trying to kid them. I don't think he can afford to play around like this at this stage of proceedings. Michenek on new Westlake machinery, the reigning world long track champion, but obviously he's not too happy. So the lineup for heat one: on the inside, Malcolm Simmons, England and Poole. Next to him, Scott Autry, America's number one from Exeter Falcons. Grid three has Anders Michenek in white, and on the outside, Ila Taroma, Finland's first world finalist from the Leicester line. So heat one, and just listen to this crowd. Starting, of course, so crucial here at Wembley. So many people believe that this American could upset the party for the English contingent, and he really does look sharp. He looks immaculate. He hasn't made a mistake in heat number one. Going into the last lap, 344 metres, of course, 4 laps, and this really is a tremendous psychological fillip and boost for Scott Autry. Around the last two corners, the track looks immaculate, and Autry is going to win heat one in truly immaculate style. So Scott Autry starts with 3 points. Michael Lee rides for Kings Lynn, of course, on a 10-year contract with them. Over 5,000 fans have travelled down by road and indeed a special train to support Michael here in his bid. Fourth last year, of course, in Gothenburg in the rain, bidding to go better, and who's to say he won't either. Mike Lee, great stylist. Three of the fancy Fiats. Two Czechoslovakians on the inside. Peter Ondrusik, totally unknown in this country, really. Surprise qualifier. He's on the inside in the red helmet colour. Jerry Stansel, well, Jerry rides, of course, for Coventry Beast in his 4th World Final experience, but no more really than a spoiler. Mike Lee then, all eyes on him. There he is in the white helmet colour. He's in grid 3, and on the outside is Marek Cieslak in the yellow and black striped helmet colour from Poland and white singing. Heat number 2. Michael Lee, debut in the 1978 World Final, and he made a tremendous start from grid 3. Lee leads in 2nd place, Cieslak. In 3rd place, it's Ondrusik. But Michael Lee really stretching these Eastern Europeans, and he hasn't even done a lap of the 1978 World Final yet. The rider in red, Peter Ondrusik, the unknown Czechoslovakian, unhurt, remounted, but Michael Lee really has established complete command on heat number 2. Michael Lee, he's tall and gangly, looks a bit awkward, but he's very effective, and he's absolutely walking away with heat 2. We rather felt that the Eastern Europeans would be out of their depth. There they are. In 2nd place there is Cieslak. In 3rd place is Stansel. But heat 2 really has been all about Mike Lee from England and Kingsley. So he takes 3 points. What a start for him in this Golden Jubilee World Final. 3 points for Mike Lee, 2 for Cieslak, and 1 only for Jerry Stansel. Holland and Sweden. Next to him, Jan Werner from Czechoslovakia. Jerzy Rembas, the Polish wonder boy, hasn't had much of a season at Leicester in the British League, but always a danger. And Dave Jessup on the outside. Heat number 3. Jessup, of course, a former Wembley rider, knows his way around this Empire Stadium track. They need to get away quickly here because the lads on the inside are rushing to that first corner. It's a good start, and it's into the first corner. Jessup around the outside, and so too there is Rembas. Jessup and Rembas locked down the back straight under our commentary position. Jessup then charges across, chops back onto the line. He leads it. 2nd place Rembas. In 3rd place is Jan Werner, and Anderson's got a bit of a knock there, and is out of contention. A tight start, but little Dave Jessup now really stretching this field. There he goes, absolutely hurtling around the 5th corner. Here's the distances, and Jessup indeed looks pretty good, but his bike is stopped. Jessup here is drama in heat number 3 because Jessup a mile in front with it in his pocket, and his bike has stopped, and that is appalling luck. So we've got a new leader, and it's Jerzy Rembas from Poland. Rembas stepping in, taking advantage. He won't look a gift horse like that in the face. Rembas leads it. 2nd place now is Jan Werner. 3rd is Anderson, but Rembas is going to win it. 2nd place there was Werner, 3rd place was Anderson, but everybody here at Wembley will want to commiserate with Dave Jessup. From England, well in front, but the bike gave up the ghost, and that really is a terrible stroke of luck for him. There he is there, just walking back to the pits. What awfully bad luck for Dave Jessup. Well, there really is probably the saddest rider in the world of Speedway. And this one really could settle an awful lot very early. Heat 4. Olsen, Major, Chipman, Kennett. That's how they line up from the inside. The 2 main contenders, perhaps, in the 2 inside grids. This start is going to be oh so vital. It's Major who's doing the nudging. He really will have to sit still. Away this time, and it's Major. Major just by a hair's breadth to the corner. Gordon Kennett tried the outside run on him. Olsen's back in 3rd place. Major leads it. Kennett in 2nd place, going hard under him there. Major is locked up on the inside there. Kennett trying to force a hole through on the inside. That's his strength. But now it's Major in front. Kennett in 2nd place. Nearly Olsen. Major still in front. He's not going very quickly. And Olsen trying the outside running. Kennett trying the inside into the pits corner. Something's got to give here. And it's Ivan Major. Down he goes. Olsen has moved into the front. Kennett's in second place. Major is still down. He's right out onto the pit gate. So is he in danger? The race continues. Olsen goes by. Major's still down. They haven't stopped it. Olsen's going to win it. Olsen wins it. Kennett is second. Way back in third place it was Titman. Major is down. There's the winner. And the drama really coming thick and fast in this Golden Jubilee World Final. Well, there is Major. He's unhurt, but my goodness, his pride must be dented. Well, the crucial point here was on lap 3 when Gordon Kennett went under Major and Olsen went round the outside. Barry Briggs.
And here we see Ivan in blue helmet in the middle, leading going into the corner. Kennett up the inside and Olsen right round the outside. Ivan's running the race. He's drifted out a little bit because he can see Olsen out of the corner of his eye, but Kennett's up the inside, and this is where it all happens. Ollie's on the outside, Kennett up the inside, and you can see the action now. Kennett just clips Major there, but there's nothing they can do. Olsen on the outside, Major slips out wide, and down he goes. It is a very difficult decision by the steward, but Ivan was down there, and a very difficult decision whether to stop it or not. I would have thought the steward probably did the right thing by letting it run.
Third and from Leicester. It's Peter Ondresick. There's Gordon Kennett, puts himself around. Is Simmons, stylish. We have got Ondresick from Czechoslovakia, and on the outside it's Jerzy Rembas, and Rembas in fact won his first race courtesy of some bad luck for Dave Jessup. When Jessup packed up, Rembas stepped in to win. So it's England versus Eastern Europe. On the inside Kennett, next to him Simmons, then Ondresick, and on the outside Jerzy Rembas. And it's Rembas again from the outside who gets up to the corner. Kennett's on the inside, and Kennett just edges him over there. Simmons now coming hard down the inside line, inside Jerzy Rembas, but Gordon Kennett leads it in heat number 5. Simmons is now in second place, chasing hard, and the Eastern Europeans just slightly out of contention here. This is Gordon Kennett in his first World Final. 25 today is his birthday, and Simmons is under some pressure in second place from Rembas, but Kennett, a hard door rider, gives nothing away. A brilliant inside rider, can find drive on the line in the most magnificent way. Let's just watch him round his pit corner. He's strong, he's burly, he's tough, and he's leading heat number 5. Simmons, Martin Simmons, the England captain, has not looked that convincing. Second place first time out, just really holding on to second place from Rembas. But Gordon Kennett, second place in his first ride, he's going to get 3 points here, and that means he's still in touch with that title. A win for Kennett, 3 points to him, so that's 5 so far, and that's impressive. Second place, Malcolm Simmons, only 2 points there. His title chance really must be slipping away. And Rembas, who flourished just early on there around the first corner, Rembas there in yellow and black just picks up 1 point. After this Golden Jubilee crown, there's Major, keeping him waiting, but he's on 2 minutes, so he can't really afford. The issue referee has jurisdiction to exclude a rider if he exceeds that warning. So heat 6, and this one too might have a far-reaching effect on the destination of the 1978 Golden Jubilee World Championship final. Ivan Major on the inside, no score after that controversial incident first time out. He's in red on the inside. Jan Anderson from Sweden in blue, grid 2. And then the 2 young men with their eyes very much on this title. Scott Autry, most convincing, winning his first ride. He's in white in grid 3. And Michael Lee, England's white hope, on the outside in yellow and black. He won his first ride indeed and looked pretty sharp. So heat number 6 with both Autry and Lee, the unbeaten riders. So again, something's got to give here in heat 6. There's Lee. Major on the inside could command the run up to the first corner, and it could be very, very interesting there. Made a tremendous run to the first corner. place. He made a terrible hash of that first corner, so now Major leads it. Autry's in second place and almost came down on the pit corner. So Major, the old bulldog, isn't finished by a long chalk. Major in front. Autry is in second place and chasing hard after him. Michael Lee, having made a terrible hash of the first corner, is way back in last place as Autry makes his challenge at the inside of Ivan Major. Again, Major seems to be slowing it up. He wants to dictate the pace, but he's got a potato on his back wheel. Scott Autry drifting out to mid-track, locking back on the inside. Now trying the outside run. Into the last lap, and Major has ridden a cagey old racer. Again, Autry tries the outside, and I think he's just about going to squeeze by. But he hasn't, and now he's still going around the outside. He missed the camber, and Major has held it off. Really tremendous Speedway. Ivan Major, having been really controversially brought down in his first ride, showing that the old bulldog still has some teeth. Is in grid 2. Jerry Stansel, his Czechoslovakian teammate at Coventry, is in grid 3. And Anders Michanek, the 1974 champion, it must be said now, just a little bit past his peak on the outside. Olsen really must be looking for 3 points here at Heat 7. Not the toughest of races. He's up there looking at the green light. The light's on. Here we go. And it's from the outside, and that's Anders Michanek who gets to the corner first. Olsen's back in second place. He hasn't looked very sharp from the start at all. And it's Michanek stretching away into the pit corner, having already made about 10 lengths on Olsen. So Olsen has got a lot on his plate now, because Michanek is a fair old rider, and he can go and he knows all about Wembley, and at the moment Olsen is not really getting on at all. Riding an immaculate ride, Anders Michanek, but now Olsen is beginning to creep back about 5 lengths. Now he's buzzing up onto his back wheel. But really and truly, Anders Michanek is making it look easy. He didn't race him too highly, but he made a super start, and Olsen has really made no impression at all on that gap. Slipped a bit out to mid-track there, Michanek. Didn't run a very good corner into the last 2 turns. Olsen must make his bid now. And he is not going to get up. A win for Michanek. Second place Olsen. Third place, a long way back, Jan Berner. And we really are having some upsets at Wembley. There's so much drama already. 4 wins now could probably bring him a place on the rostrum, so still plenty to race for. On the inside, Ila Taroma from Finland, no score so far. Marek Szylak from Poland, lucky 2 points first time out. He's in grid 2. Dave Jessup, no score in grid 3. John Titman from Australia and Leicester in yellow and black. The Aussie from Brisbane in his first world final. He'll be on the outside here. So can Jessup pick up the pieces on this Golden Jubilee World Final? He's in grid 3, and this is heat number 8. He leads it. Second place is Titman. In the inside there, the rider in red, Taroma, got into a terrible tangle with Marek Szylak. Those are the riders at the back. These are the boys up front. And Dave Jessup is stretching away. So Jessup leads heat number 8 by a mile. Well, he was leading his first race by a long, long way when the engine cut. He'll be keeping his fingers crossed. This is Jessup. Tragedy that first ride was for DJ, the skipper of the Reading Racers. Indeed, the only former Wembley rider in the field. He came here as a teenager from Eastbourne, since moved on to Leicester, and currently the number 1 at Reading, and he's a long, long way clear in Heat 8. Into the last lap. He hasn't made a mistake this time. Time to look back. They're a long, long way back, David. Second place indeed is John Titman. Third is Ila Taroma. But this is all about Dave Jessup, and he wins Heat 8 in a canter. Second place there was Titman. Third place, making up a lot of ground after a very hairy first corner, Ila Taroma. Jessup, though, still might be in with a shout in this world title chase in 78. This is John Titman, 3 points from Australia. Simmons has 4 points too. He's in grid 3. And Jan Werner, this multiple world finalist from Czechoslovakia on the outside in yellow and black. Werner, in fact, rode in 5 different world finals last year. Simmons, here he is there. He's in his 3rd world final, finished 2nd in Katowice in 1976. Unfortunately, a shoulder injury paid his chances last year. Heat 9 then, with Lee on the inside, Simmons in grid 3. They're the English hopes here as they settle down for the start of heat number 9. It's a very even breaker. It looks like Titman who gets there first. Titman from Australia in the lead. Simmons in 2nd place. Lee coming powering under the pair of them here into the pit corner. And Michael Lee, giving nothing away, gives Titman a nudge over, almost left the hole big enough for Malcolm Simmons. In fact, he did, and Simmons has slipped through as well. But Malcolm hasn't looked at all sharp from the start. In fact, nobody really in this Golden Jubilee World Final has looked invincible, and Michael Lee now going strong up front. 2nd place, Simmons still struggling a little bit to contain John Titman. This is the distances. There's Simmons. Titman there just bouncing a little around the white line. But Michael Lee, having not made the start, having to do some hard work around the inside in lap 1, is now beginning to sew up heat 9. Dane has gone Titman there, just really slid off all on his own. Momentary lapse of concentration there. Michael Lee isn't aware of it, but Titman's in no real danger. Walking back across the track, there's John Titman, and there's Michael Lee winning heat 9. 3 points, he's very much in touch with the top still. This one really could settle the 1978 World Championship. Dave Jessup on the inside. An impressive win, an engine failure when a mile in front in his first ride, but still just about within clawing distance of a place in the first 3. Jessup on the inside, a rider who they really will be watching, because we've got the 2 co-leaders, 2 of the 3 co-leaders at this stage. Ole Olsen in grid 3, he has 5 points. Scott Autry from America has 5 points. Remember, not one unbeaten rider in this championship. We're at heat 10, halfway through. And there's an awful lot on this one, heat 10, and you can almost feel the tension. Those are the 2 main riders, Olsen in white, Autry in yellow and black. Jessup they'll have to watch for from the inside. The crowd boiling up now. Heat 10. The outside grids have infinitesimally proved to be perhaps the quickest for the line-up to the first corner. Heat number 10, such an important one. Again, it's the outside grids, and it's Olsen who gets to the corner first. In 2nd place is Autry. Jessup is through on the inside of the pair of them, and Jessup banged drive and inspiration from somewhere there, and he leads it. In 2nd place it's Olsen. Autry's back in 3rd place, and we really have a surprise on our hands. Well, Jessup really winning the hearts of the crowd. That's the battle for 2nd place, but Jessup is absolutely tearing them apart here in heat 10. He's going away from Olsen, he's going away from Autry, and now we just must stop, think and wonder. There's the battle for 2nd place. What might have been if Dave Jessup's bike hadn't packed up when he was leading his first ride, because he really is taking apart the 2 co-favourites for this title. Into the last lap. Oh, he's 30 lengths in front. Olsen going backwards still. Autry, the battle for 2nd place could be decisive again, but Olsen now is stretching away. And this 1978 World title chase is still wide open. Jessup wins it. Olsen is a long way back in 2nd place. Autry even further back in 3rd place. And, well, who would care to make a safe bet now on who's going to win this Golden Jubilee title? Anders Michanek, well, he's now, what, in his 10th final. Won it in 1974, of course. He's beaten Ole Olsen, and it seems that after a slow start, he really didn't impress first time out, but he looked pretty sharp in his last ride, so Michanek might just nose his way back into the reckoning. But he's got to reckon Ivan Major, and Major too, after that fall first time out, came out and beat Scott Autry in his 2nd ride, so he isn't giving up his title that easily. Heat number 11, there's the lineup on the inside. Marek Cieslak from Poland. Next to him, his fellow countryman Jerzy Rembas. Anders Michanek with a win in a 3rd place in grid 3, and Ivan Major with a win and a fall on his score chart in his first 2 rides. So both Major and Michanek will feel that the world title in 1978 is still just about within their grasp. And there's Marek Cieslak, obviously trying to find some extra drive away from the tapes. Eastern Europeans traditionally find Empire Stadium a bit tricky. So really, in heat number 11, we feel we ought to watch for the two ex-champions, the reigning champion, Major, of course, having won the title 5 times. Michanek won it in 1974 by a long way, 4 clear points. Really, I think most of the action will come from these two grids in heat 11. Let's see the start. Has made a superb start from grid 4. He leads it. Michanek didn't make a start. Then it's Rembas coming hard under Major down the back straight, and he's pushed him out. Rembas has taken the world champion well wide, and this again is a surprise. Major made a tremendous start. We didn't reckon on this boy at all. Oh, Rembas really has got it all going for him. Held on there somehow, and Major trying hard to get back in with a chance. Michanek, you can see at the back there, so that will be his chance is gone if it stays this way. And surely, if Ivan Major is unable to get up, he could kiss goodbye to his title in 1978. Well, we've had a few surprises here at Wembley, and here's another one. Rembas absolutely carving up heat 11. And he's got 4 points, and these 3 points, if he stays in front of the last lap, will put him on 7. And he might still get in the fray. And nobody in the world would have prophesied or predicted that. Rembas wins heat 11. Major is back in second place. Michanek is nowhere. And we wonder where the surprises are going to end. Wonder if we're going to see any more. Then, looking for 3 points to go clear in the 78 World Championship. On the inside, likes the inside, Gordon. Then Taroma, Anderson, Stansel. That's the lineup from the inside. Away they go, and Gordon Kennett has not made the start. Into the first corner, it is Taroma. Taroma and Anderson, and then Kennett making his move down the inside of Jan Anderson. Now going after Ila Taroma. Taroma leads it. Kennett is in second place, hustling and harrying. Casing is not Gordon's strong point, but he is a real tiger from the back. He can drive through on the inside where Angels may fear to tread, and now he is going after Taroma, but Taroma has ridden a pretty good race so far. This is the battle up front. He's done 2 laps, and Gordon hasn't really made an awful lot of impression. Closing up again now on Taroma. In third place is Jan Anderson, a long way back, but the battle is here. Kennett's trying so hard to lock back and find an opening, but he dropped some ground there, and once again it looks like we're going to have a surprise. Taroma is going away. Don't think Gordon Kennett is going to get up again. And Taroma almost overcooked it there, but he hangs on. He wins it. There's another major surprise, and really, where's it all going to end? Ila Taroma wins it. Gordon Kennett allows the chance to go clear, to slip away. And what is going to happen next? Three riders who still are very much in the hunt for the Golden Jubilee World title contest heat 13. Jerry Stansel on the inside, 1 point. I think we can disregard him here in heat 13. Dave Jessup, unbeaten on 6 points at an engine failure. He's in grid 2. Ivan Major, the reigning champion, still in touch, just about on 5 points. And Malcolm Simmons, the England captain, on the outside. He's from Poole. He has 3 second places. So heat 13, there are the 3 that really still have their eyes on the title, taking their time to settle down. Jessup, of course, so unlucky first time out when he broke down while leading, but he's looked immaculate since then. Ivan Major, the reigning champion, well, he had a controversial incident in his first ride, went down in an untidy bundle, but he's back, certainly still in contention. Malcolm Simmons has been steady, but not spectacular. Heat number 13. grid 2, and Simmons from the outside. Jessup almost over from Simmons leads. Heat number 13, Jessup coming down the inside of him here into the pit corner. These two Kentish riders, both from the county of Kent, and Jessup slides through on the inside as sweetly as you like. He's leading it. Major is at the back, so that really surely must be the end of his title chances here in 78, but Jessup is still very, very much in the hunt. Jessup from Reading Races. Both these riders are near neighbours in the county of Kent. Well, that engine failure first time out really must have been heartbreaking, but he hasn't really showed in the subsequent races. Simmons chasing hard, but Martin Simmons also had a bit of heartbreak before the start of this one. He flew his best machine, and he's on a spare bike as Jessup goes very, very wide on that second corner, but he's got a lot of time to play with into the pit corner. Up to the checkered flag, a win for Jessup. He still has his sights on the title. Second place is Simmons, Ivan Major right at the back. So we're going to have a new world champion, whatever. Is it going to be this rider, Dave Jessup? 9 points, and now he has edged into the lead. On the outside, he has 4 points. So a crucial race, Heat 14, Autry and Kennett. Way up with the leaders. That's Autry. He's on the inside. That's Kennett. And this is the battle between them in Heat 14. It's Autry who made the jump from the inside, and Kennett did not make a particularly good start, but he's powering around the line to chase after Scott Autry. Autry leads it. Kennett's in second place. In third place, it is Marek Cheeseback from Poland. But Autry made a super start, and when he gets in front, doesn't make many mistakes. Gordon Kennett powering hard after him. He really is a tough Doer campaigner. In his first world final, gating was not his strong point, but he's a rare battler from the back, and he's closing on Autry in heat number 14. Gordon really turns a bike. Very strong lad from Kent. Chasing hard, trying nearly everything he knows. Very, very difficult to come from behind at this level. Autry still making his own line. Kennett's right on his back wheel as they go into the last lap. Now Kennett going out, trying the outside run. Hasn't worked. Switching back down the inside run. But Autry really has ridden an immaculate race into the last two corners. Scott Autry is just about going to hold on in heat 14. He wins it. Second place, Gordon Kennett. Third, a long way back, Marek Cheeseback. But that puts Autry back very much in the running. He really should have this one wrapped up. Michinek settling down, looking up at the green light. You can see his eye line is up there. Now he watches the corner of the tapes. Anderson causing the trouble. Now they're settling down again, and away they go. And on the inside it's Titman, and from grid 3 it's Jan Anderson, and Michinek tucking in on the white line, coming under at least his countryman, almost running over the top of John Titman from Australia. And Titman now leads heat number 15. Michinek's in second place. Anderson is in third place. Here raising that first corner. But now John Titman from Brisbane, the Leicester Lions #1 in the British League, hasn't had a particularly auspicious world final debut. The only Australian in the world final. And John Titman there qualified through from the Australasian final, and then went forward to the Intercontinental final. And it looks like he has heat number 15 in his pocket. Well, it's a point of speculation that the Australians, who of course gave the World Speedway racing back in the 1920s, they introduced it in 1923 in Maitland, and here we are in the 50th year of British Speedway. The Aussies brought it over here. Only one world finalist, but at least he's going to win a race. John Titman wins that one. Second place was Michinek. In third place, it was Jan Anderson. Also, he's been beaten twice. Knows that world title is within his grasp. Heat number 16. Again, so very crucial. And the start and first corner, indeed, should be pretty torrid as well. Let's watch Heat 16. Olsen from the outside. Olsen leads it, made a super start. Lee's in second place. Rembas is back in third, but Olsen really made one of the jet-propelled starts of his life there, and he needed to, and he knew it, and now he's going away in heat 16. Odie Olsen, his 8th world final, a very, very popular character in the Midlands. Denmark's first motorsport world champion. Lee is trying hard to get back on terms. Rembas, well, the bubble has burst a bit. He's back in third place, as you can see. A good way back too. Then Olsen stretching away. We've lost the rider in white, Ila Taroma. He's gone down on that first one. It doesn't look badly hurt. He's out of harm's way there. Surely the referee won't stop it, because Lee is making a pretty desperate challenge on Olsen. Here's Olsen. He's aware that Lee is there. They're going past the spot where Taroma fell. There he is. But Olsen really is in command, and this is a very important win for him at this stage. This win, these 3 points, will put him into the lead with one race left, and that could be so very important. Oh yes, he pulled out the big one, the win, when he really wanted it, and that one could have a very, very far-reaching effect on the destination of the world title. Ole Olsen looking back at his very best in Heat 16. All the drama and the upsets, he has emerged from the pack. A win here will put him absolutely in an untouchable situation. Here's the lineup. His main opposition surely must come from Malcolm Simmons on the inside. He's in the red helmet colour. Marek Cieslak from Poland in grid 2. Olsen then looking for 3 points for the Golden Jubilee crown. He's in grid 3, and on the outside it's Jan Andersson from Sweden with 3 points in yellow and black. Heat 17. Is it going to be Olsen's title? Second place. He'll try, so too will Jan Andersson around the outside. But Olsen has made the start, and now really he's just got to keep going to win that crown. Simmons will chase hard, but Simmons is not on his best bike. He'll try his heart out, but my word, this man Ole Olsen takes a bit of catching when he gets up there in fresh air. Olsen stretching away down the back straight. Simmons still going oh so hard, because it's still possible if he can get by an Englishman to win the title, and Simmons gained a bit of ground there. There's Olsen around the pit corner, safely circumnavigating it. Simmons has tried hard, but he's just got a lap to go. 344 metres for Ole Olsen, and that world crown, and the pictures and the noise will surely tell their own story. The Great Dane, proving to be one of Speedway's all-time greats, his third win, and he rightly is jubilant. Well, there's his backup team, there's his manager Pete Adams there, he's the boy in the sports jacket, and I'm quite sure when he gets to the pits there'll be the usual traditional reception party. Ole Olsen, the favourite, has won the crown, but we still have got an awful lot of questions to be answered about who finishes second and third. The first man to congratulate him, that's a nice gesture too. Ivan Major, the reigning champion until just a moment ago. Ivan, of course, was Ole Olsen's Svengali in his early days. Olsen is delighted, and who can really blame him? It's worth £100,000 in perks, sponsored of course by the Sunday Mirror in association with Volkswagen. There's Jerry Stansel, one of his teammates at Coventry, and he really is getting quite a reception. For his opposition, Jerzy Rembas, well, he has been a dark horse. He's on the inside. Jerry Stansel in grid 3. John Titman on the outside. Heat 18, a vital one for Scott Autry. He has not made the best of starts. Rembas has got to the corner first and given him a nudge. Rembas leads it. Down there goes Jerry Stansel, but again, he's not really causing any trouble to the other three. There's Rembas out in front. Autry in the race he had to win to be really assured of a place in the frame is lagging behind and not really gaining too much ground on Rembas. Jerzy Rembas, well, 3 points here will bring him up onto 11, and he could still creep into the frame, but that really would be a major surprise. Autry, though, beginning to fight and close that gap up front. And he's only about a bike length back behind Rembas now, as you can see. Jerzy Rembas, incidentally, riding a machine borrowed from his fellow countryman at Wimbledon, Edward Jankart, so it has looked a very potent unit. Oh dear, Rembas again. He almost fell in that identical spot a couple of races, but his control there really was very quick. And there it is, Rembas wins it. Autry will be kicking himself, and before long, the slide rules and computers are going to have to come out. Rembas finishes on 11 points, so he still might get into the runoff for the places, and Autry now finishes on 11 points too, so it's getting very tight for these placings. Ollie, can you hear me okay? This is Dave Lanning.
Very good, Dave.
Good, good. Ole Olsen, congratulations, you're the Golden Jubilee World Champion. But honestly, did you ever think it was in doubt?
Yes, all the time. I've been thinking that for 2 months now, Dave, but it is just great that it came off towards the end. I had a bit of bike trouble early on. I wasn't sure if it was me riding bad or my bike wasn't going correctly in the first 3 races. So I knew everything was on the line in that last heat 16 with Lee and Rembas. So I thought the only thing we could do was switch to the other one to be sure. And I then realized that there's been something wrong with the bike that I had before, and I was very pleased with the last 2 races, and it's just tremendous to win it, Dave.
Ollie, how are you going to celebrate?
Well, we're celebrating already. We got the champagne here going, and I can't tell you now. There'll be celebrations for, it has to be 6 months.
Ollie, it sounds as though it hasn't really sunk in yet.
Well, not quite, but one thing that I'm very pleased about, a lot of people said that this World Final looked very easy. Believe me, Dave, this is the hardest World Final I've been in, and I think these World Championships are getting harder and harder every year, so I'm glad that I've added another one to mine this year.
Ollie, our congratulations, very well done.
Thank you, Dave.
On the inside, so Jessup, Kennett, Lee on the 3 outside grid. Who's it to be in heat 19? Away they go, and Lee made a very bad start from the outside, and in front, in fact, it's Michenek. We thought this might happen. He is leading. Kennett's in second place, Jessup's in third, and Michael Lee is at the back. So it's Michenek leading the field here in heat number 19. Gordon Kennett trying to squeeze through on the inside. Jessup's in third place. Here comes Gordon Kennett through on the inside of Michenek. He's gone through and left a hole big enough for Dave Jessup to slip through as well. So it's Gordon Kennett up into the lead. Dave Jessup hard after him now in second place. Michael Lee is at the back. He surely is out of it now. But it's these 2 lads. They started racing together with the Kent Youth Motorcycle Club when they were schoolboys. They joined Eastbourne together and rode in the second division as teammates, but it's going to be Gordon Kennett stretching away Jessup when he really needed to make a good start, missed out, and we're going to have Gordon Kennett to win heat 19 surely, unless he does something very, very silly. The English crowd will love this. It is a surprise, perhaps the least fancied of all the Englishmen, but it's Kennett for second place. Gordon Kennett really has been a tremendous competitor. Gordon Kennett has been a tremendous competitor all night. He's got it amongst the boys, he's been willing to mix it, and second place is a surprise, but my word, it's really justified. Gordon Kennett turning out to be England's best and number 2 behind Ole Olsen in this Golden Jubilee World Final.